All right, so I just finished kind of typing out a welcome statement here since our last video. So you can see, welcome to my computer application site. The site will showcase the work that I completed throughout my course. Within this course, we learned about creating documents, spreadsheets, videos, and presentations. You will also find a page on discussion boards where we summarized articles on technology innovations and updates. So yours does not have to say this. It should not say this exact thing. Yours should say something similar, but you need to come up with your own way of saying it. Now, again, I resize this by just grabbing the handle and pulling it over. I can resize it that way. And then I can add a picture, which is what we were getting ready to do. And I think so we came over here on the right, we were on Insert Images. And so we can select one from our computer by clicking Select and selecting it from our computer if we had one. We can go by URL, and we can actually put the URL from the website in there. We can go to, search, and we could search something. So maybe we say, technology education. We can see what we can find. Notice that these are going to be Creative Commons files, so they are for reuse. So if you find one, you can just click on it and it will add it that way. So maybe you click on it, you hit select, and maybe you like it. If you do, then you can resize it. Okay, you can move it around. Maybe I want to resize this now by making it smaller so that they're the same size, or maybe I'm going to resize this one so that it's the same size. I could also crop it, so that way I could bring it in. Okay, let's see, there we go. That's a better way of using it, it looks like, so I can crop it that way. Okay, so lots of different things that I can do here with this image. If I don't like it, I can just hit the delete file, and then I can go back to image and I can choose something else. So maybe you want to go out to the internet and you want to type in technology education again. And this way you're not getting Creative Commons. I suggest that you use Creative Commons images if there's one that is suitable. If there is not one that is suitable, then yes, come out and find one. So, maybe this is a good one here, or maybe you like, the one with the books and the iPad on it. It's up to you which one you think kind of best relates or kind of demonstrates what we've learned in this class. So you can go through and you can find all different things. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this one here, the little gear. I'm going to click on View Image. Here's the URL. I can select it. I can come back to my website, go to By URL, paste it in, hit Select, and there it is. I can move it over. Again, I'm just kind of clicking and dragging there. I could, again, make this smaller or wider, depending on what I want it to look like. And then I can hit this little preview option so that I can preview my website. I'm going to exit out of those images, and so I can see what it looks like so far. So maybe I think, this is too blank and I want to add something there. I could do that. I'm going to hit the X to get out of the preview. Now, something else you'll notice is over here on the right, you have a trash. So this would delete this whole section, or this little kind of paint palette. If you click on the paint palette, you can add emphasis, which just kind of makes it look a little bit different than the rest of the page. So maybe you like that. Again, you can preview it, see what it looks like. If you decide you like it, then you can keep it. If you decide that you don't, then you just go back to that little palette and you click on regular. You could also put an image there as well. All right, so the next page we're going to look at, now that we've finished this one for now, we still have a couple of things we might want to come back and add, but we're going to go to Pages and we're going to go to About Me. Now, if we go look at the rubric, okay, again, you can see site requirements here. Make sure that you have a banner on each page. We're going to talk about links later. But at the top, we can see About Me is worth 10 points. And it says, tell about yourself and include a picture of yourself. And I'm actually going to include here one paragraph, because I want one paragraph of information about you. All right, so now I'm going to go back, and you can see I've already added my paragraph here. My name is Ashley Wright, Go and tell a little bit about myself. Notice I don't mention St. Pius, I just put high school. So let's try to not put too much personal information since this is out on the web. Later, you'll see, though, that only people from Pius will be able to view this. Now, once you've got that information out there, your paragraph, all you need is a picture. So again, you would go to Insert. You would go to Image, and then maybe this time you want to pull them from your Google Drive because they're your Google Drive images. I'm going to go to My Stuff, and let's see here. I'm going to choose some pictures of myself. I thought I had them in my stuff. Let's see here. Oh, I'm in a different account. I'm using my student account, so I don't have all of my normal resources, it looks like, that I normally do. So let me just kind of choose some random ones here. Let's see, I'll choose this one, and now let's see, if I click on multiples with Shift, I can actually select more than one. So let me click those three, hit select, pops all three of them in. Again, I can resize them. I can move them around. Notice that it tries to kind of put them in a position where they're all equal. Okay. And maybe I want to move the bigger one in the middle. And so you can just see it makes it really, really easy to move stuff around the way that you want. So I really suggest putting the pictures of yourself on Google Drive to make it easy to insert. All right, and then I said that we needed a banner on every page, and this one does not have a banner. So if I hover over the words about me, I click on header type. I can choose large banner or just a banner. I'm going to go with just the banner. And then I can click on it, the actual banner, click on it, change image, and I can go and I can select another image that maybe I think is appropriate for my About Me page. And so maybe I want to stick with my overall theme colors, which I think was like a blue. So let's see, maybe I like this one, and I'm going to hit select. Okay, and then let me go back to my home page to just make sure that those colors kind of match. And they do, yes. They both have that kind of blue in them. But I could change that later if I decide I don't like it. Again, I can preview it and I can see what that page is going to look like. And you can also preview it on different devices to see what it's going to look like there. Now, when you click on the text, do notice that, like, if you highlighted this, you can't really change it to anything other than these heading options. So make sure you understand that the reason that they do that is so that you're being consistent with your font. So I really suggest that you leave it at the normal text. Now we can go to Hannah's and we can go to her About Me page. You can see she's got a paragraph about her. She's got a picture of her and her friends. We can go to Cecilia's. We can see she's got two pictures and she's got information about herself. And again, theirs looks different because this is a different version of Google Sites. So yours is going to look way different, and I think it's going to look a lot better. All right, so now that we've got all that done, we're ready to go back and look at the rubric, and we're ready to go ahead and start putting these pages together. Now, let's go ahead and let's look at the discussion boards page, since that one's coming up next. It's worth 10 points, and it says take screenshots of 3 discussion boards that you did in Haiku. Insert them as images onto your page. Include any comments that students left. No reflections needed. Now, this really doesn't make sense right now, but it will a little bit later. All right, so once you've got your About Me and your home page done, you're ready to go to your discussion boards page. Again, you can go ahead and set that up so that it has a banner. You can decide what that banner is going to look like. But then you want to go over to your Haiku page. Okay, and you want to go to the discussions. So activities, discussions. When we go to discussions, you've got the 3 different discussions that you've done this semester, and you're going to actually put in all 3 of those. So you're going to go to technology review number 1, and you're going to find your discussion. So let's just say I'm Jonathan. All right, what Jonathan's going to do is he's actually going to use the print option and hit print. He's going to hit print this thread only. But then what he's actually going to do is he's going to hit cancel, and it's going to give him this nice view of his discussion post. If your view isn't fitting on one page because it needs to, you can hold Control and minus, and it will zoom out to make it smaller. And what you want to do is take a screenshot of this, and there's several ways to do this. The first and easiest way is clicking on the Windows button and type in snipping. Click on the snipping tool, graze everything out. Then you can select what you want it to show. There we go. And, I really don't like that it's showing the print and the close. So maybe I want to hit new and I want to try it again. All right, and that time I got a little bit of the button there. So again, I might want to try that again, but once I have it, I go to File, Save As, and I want to save it to a folder on my H drive where I'm going to save everything for my Google site. Now, I'm about to run out of time. I've got about 8 seconds left, so I'm going to stop here. We're going to pick up in the exact same spot. See you in a bit.